Hello everyone, I am Nermin, and on behalf of Sky, I would like to welcome you all to our webinar today. Today we are having this webinar on the special occasion of Women's Day, and we have our speakers with us today who are going to give examples from their own lives. Sky aims to facilitate interpersonal and intercultural awareness and learning. Theories of social capital and social networking emphasize the role of engagement, participation. In social science, the concept of social capital involves the potential of individuals to obtain benefits and find solutions through membership in a social network based on collective social trust. Sociologists state that the capability of ethnic communities to support fellow immigrants could not be possible without the development of ethnic enclaves, and it could not occur without the pre-existence of social networks and social capitals among immigrant groups. For instance, newly arrived immigrants oftentimes rely on their own ethnic communities for reference or any other needs. These positive network mechanisms help, for example, in the labor market where previously established immigrants assist newly arrived ones to enter the mainstream employment sector. Social capital in an immigrant context can be assessed using four concepts: value introjection, reciprocity transactions, bounded solidarity, and enforceable trust. Now I would like to hand over to Yusuf, who is our moderator for today. He's going to continue on with the question and answer part of the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Nermin, for your great introduction. So today we would like to share an amazing experience of how women who had to flee their country forcefully found yet again hope in the hearts of their local friends from Finland. Without further ado, let's welcome our first group of friends who help to grow each other in their everyday life. Emine and Eva, can you guys please tell about yourselves? Thank you.
I can start first. I am Emine Türkoğlu. I am from Turkey and I have been living in Finland for more than 2.5 years with my family. We have 3 children and my last child was born in Finland. In Turkey, I was a civil servant and I was doing my PhD at the same time. Before coming here, I had lived in Greece for 5 months.
Okay, I guess it's my turn then to tell about myself. My name is Eva Jankovska and I'm from Latvia. Came to Finland as an exchange student 3 years ago, and I was studying in Tampere. Then I moved to Helsinki, graduated my master's in Latvia, and decided that I'm going to stay here. And I have been working as a culture producer and project manager. And then I decided to go into a different reality, a virtual one. So I decided to start working with virtual reality and how to exhibit art in virtual reality. And now I'm waiting for, hopefully also as Emine, starting PhD. So at this moment, we're both like kind of impatiently waiting. But yeah, that's actually shortly all. And I believe that the story of us starts when that we met in Finnish language courses. I believe that's a good start for everyone who has want to live in here. So it's always a tough start, but we have gone this path together so far.
Thank you for the great introduction, and love the end to you, Eva. Can you please tell us a little bit more about your story, how you guys met each other? What was that significant piece that caught your eyes that you guys decided to get to know each other even further?
When I came to Finland, my language, both English and Finnish, isn't good because I didn't have the opportunity to speak and practice English in Turkey. So I am always shy to approach people, foreign people, and I approach people more cautiously because I am afraid of making mistakes and saying wrong things, maybe offensive, because of my lack language. And Eva and I met in the Finnish course first, then we noticed we were neighbors. And unfortunately now she moved, but when the course moved to distance learning, Eva offered to do class together at her home. Eva doesn't know that, but at first I was really nervous because I had foreign friends, but I had never been to anyone's house before. I was worried that maybe I would do or say something wrong. And anyway, I went there, and I think with her natural sincerity, she made me relax, and I felt as if I am my own home. By this way, she helps me a lot to get out of my comfort zone and communicating with other people more easily, I think. And also with her, learning Finnish became more fun. My distance education. And in this way, I think I learned more than I did in class.
So nice, that's so sweet. And I guess that was one of the great ways to actually stay more active and more energized during the COVID. So actually, as we can see, COVID served to the cause of a great friendship such as yourselves. My next question would be mostly towards how such intercultural friendships such as yourselves that you guys have supports you in your everyday life, or do you guys face any intercultural difficulties and how do you overcome them, or how these differences in the cultures actually strengthen your friendship?
Maybe Eva.
This is a really good question because for me, Emine is my first Turkish friend. Like I have encountered a lot of international people and have studied together and have made great friendships, and but so far not with a Turkish person. So it was like a different experience for me because I would not ever thought how truly. Well, I believe that she's one in a million, so it's just all about her. So in this one, I cannot say that the internationality is the thing, but she encourages me and a lot when I see the ways that she do the things and the way that she has gone through so many things, and she can be still here and smile and raise 3 kids and still manage to learn 2 languages at the same time and take part here. So that's something that inspires me a lot. And I don't think that, well, personally, I don't think that there's too many difference in the way that we behave or that we see each other's, even though the culture's background that we come from is quite different. Like, well, as far as my knowledge goes, that the culture different is quite knowledgeable and noticeable as well. But I don't know, might be Emine is so good with coming across these European ways that she's like blending in completely. So I don't feel any cultural differences or anything. Like I don't think that it's really ever has been an obstacle or a difference. I don't know. How about you? Do you feel me different?
No, actually not. Honestly, because at first I talked For example, how can we continue a conversation, or how can we chat anything but we can talk a lot, and while we were talking we can find a lot of common things, and it was really surprising for me. And now, because of Eva and thanks to her, I'm still shy, but not too introvert. And now I can start to communication with other people easily. Thanks, Eva, for this. She she didn't notice, but I got IELTS score in December, and I think I passed the exam because of Eva again. Yes.
That is not true. You just studied really a lot, so don't blame me on this one. It's all you.
Yes, but with our conversations, I think it improves me a lot. Thank you.
Okay. So you just thank you that you talked a lot and wanted to talk to me. That's fine. I can accept that.
It is not bad, but it means me a lot, because finally I achieved something in Finland in my second life. So it was really important for me.
It is very heartwarming to see how your friendship has developed over such a short period of time. And it is indeed a very unique story, I believe. But what is the favorite activity that you guys like to do together, except of studying Finnish, of course? I have no doubts that you'll love it. But what else do you guys like to do together?
Actually, we don't have many time after the course, but drinking with tea is really good with Eva, and I have tasted the sushi first time in Eva's home, and it was really a different experience for me.
Yeah, for us it's more of gathering together, I believe, and I think, as you mentioned before, that it is a really short period of time that we know each other. So I believe that the more the time will pass, the more we will find out what we like to do together. But at this moment, the company is more than enough.
So I really wish that your friendship continues to blossom further, and I'm very happy to hear that you guys enjoy your pleasant conversations around the cozy atmosphere of tea. And I hope to see you guys again sometime. But without further ado, let's go to our next group of friends who have an amazing story of themselves as well. So Marve and Katya, hello guys, welcome. Would you like to guys tell a little bit about yourself to us?
Hello. Okay, I can start. So I am Merve. I am from Turkey, and I have been living in Helsinki. I have been living in Finland almost 1 year. I graduated from International Relations Faculty. It was in Poland. So now I am learning Finnish language. We have integration course. So I met with Katja in US Club. It was again SKYry activities.
So about myself, I've been living in Finland for 10 years, I think. I came from Russia, and I was when we met with Merve, I was living in Jyväskylä, but now 3 weeks ago I moved to Espoo, so closer to Merve. Yes, we haven't met many times, but I really am so happy that we met then at this event. I was very impressed by your stories and how brave you are, and Yes, and I wanted to continue. And during the event, I was thinking, like, would it be polite to ask for the phone number, or like, what should I do? How should I approach Merve? And then I don't know. Somehow it happened naturally. I have a small child. She's 2.5 years, and then I came to Finland for 1 year. I was au pair, and I was taking care of 3 kids in one Finnish family. And then I decided to, somehow I liked Finland a lot, and I decided to go study. And then I got my bachelor's degrees, and then I was working, and then later I moved to Jyväskylä and I got master's degrees, and now I'm back.
Thank you guys for the introduction. And how did you guys continue to stay in touch? Because, as far as I know, you guys met during the COVID times, and, meeting face to face was quite a challenge, right? So how did you guys manage to keep that link between each other?
So, Katja, would you like to answer this question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess maybe it was through Facebook we started.
Yes, we started from Facebook.
Yes, Facebook, and then had phone numbers, and then I told Merve when I moved to, because she knew that I would move soon to Helsinki, and then I told when I just moved, and then because she told me that when I move, she would want to have me at her place for some good food and tea, and and I was so happy to come. Yeah. And now we're planning to see again already at my place, but we haven't yet.
Yes. Actually, it's like traditional in my country. If you move another state to another state, then we are going to take, our home, or we are preparing some food and to giving them. And why I just want to invite like that. And actually, that's really great to meet in my home. Actually, we will meet in your home too. And I think for our friendship, it will be great. Actually, I am so happy to find one friend foreigner in Finland. It makes me happy.
Yeah, food is a great icebreaker indeed, right? I mean, I love it. Whoever invites me for food, I love them for the rest of my life. I totally can understand you, Katja. So I'm all aboard with you here. My next question would be the same as I asked from Emine and Eva. So how does your intercultural friendship help you guys in your everyday life? Maybe you guys suggest something to each other. For example, Katja, you said you have been living here for a while now, right? So have you been giving some very useful suggestions to Merve, or vice versa in a sense?
I don't know if I had time really to yet give enough advice. We haven't been meeting that much. But I am, of course, ready to help and to recommend something. And now, of course, the times are so different. Also, this,
Actually, Katja already start to help me. We will have a baby, and she's going to search some baby's clothes, and which we will need for baby, some a stroller or I think that things, I don't know. She's really so kind to help me. Also, I believe she will help me for Finnish language too, because I needed to learn it.
I don't know, Finnish feels like
Yes.
When I moved to Finland, I thought I would know it so well, so fast. I will never be one of those people who has lived in Finland for 10 years and cannot speak properly. but then 10 years after. No, I can't speak, but I wish I could speak better. Yeah.
Luckily, you guys have now each other, so I'm sure that you're gonna be pushing yourselves to reach that C1 or whatever level you guys are aiming forward to. Thank you guys a lot for the great insight into your friendship. Now, we are actually witnessing, how regardless of cultural differences that we have, we can have a strong friendship where we are respectful towards each other, where we very much like to learn about each other's culture, and also we help each other to integrate into the local communities here. It is really a great thing to witness. But now I would like you to help to our viewers to understand or suggest how should we sustain our friendships during these so-called harsh times of COVID. Maybe you guys can tell something from your own personal experience that you guys have to go through.
So actually, COVID is in COVID time. I had a lot of positive things than negative. One of them is Eva, of course, and the other is we have a lot of opportunity to join meetings by Zoom, and we don't have to go the place. So I can participate in a lot of support groups where the people has mostly immigrant backgrounds. And for example, we had a support group weekly with different women, and we meet every week, and we talk about our problems, and each one recommends something to another, and it really helps me. Yeah, I think it is a great opportunity for us. At least when we look positively to COVID, there are really a lot of opportunity. And I think a woman empower women, and we can really learn from other women's experience.
Yes, indeed, looking at the situation from a positive perspective always helps out a lot, doesn't it? Yeah. Would anyone else like to add something to this?
Especially now that it's not so easy to see friends and families. I guess in every foreigner's case, it's even harder when even your relatives cannot travel to the country where you are. And I think being out there for someone else, it's so important. It's not only that it's also important for you, because then you may be helping someone, but you're also helping yourself by not closing from others, and not in a way being alone at home and thinking about negative things and, oh, I wish this wasn't like that and COVID wasn't happening, but trying, yes, to find also good things in life and good people. Being closer to good people always helps.
Yeah, that would be what I would say as well. Just don't lose the connection. Like, do what you can to keep in touch, either call or, I don't know, send them emails if you are magically in the middle of nowhere, or send a message through the pigeon, but don't do whatever you can not to lose the contact.
Yes.
Because it's much easier to lose the contact than get it back or build a new one.
Yes. This is actually one of the things that we do with some of my local friends as well. Even though they live in a totally different place than I do. For example, I live in Jyväskylä, they live either in Oulu or in Helsinki. So what we do is that once a month, we always have like a coffee mornings on Fridays. So before starting the work, we sit down, we chit chat of what's going on, and we give each other some suggestions, of how to improve further in our researches. Yes. I think I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning. I really apologize for that. Yeah, so my name is Yusuf, as you guys might have guessed already. I'm originally from Tajikistan, but I arrived to Finland last year to do a PhD, and I'm doing a PhD here at University of Jyväskylä School of Business and Economics. And my research focuses on social networks and how they evolve, and how women immigrants can use social networks in order to advance in their careers. And fun fact, before coming here, I was living in Latvia for 5 years. So yeah, so Eva, I know, I think I definitely can say Latvia is my second home. That's where I grew up, basically.
You should also add that now you live in the best city
yeah.
of the world, Jyväskylä. But I graduated from the same department. What is it called? The School of Business and Economics.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Great.
So we almost met.
Yes, we did. Almost.
I graduated in November, and then I guess you started.
Yeah, I was a little bit late. One of the last questions that I had from my side would be, after seeing such an amazing combination of intercultural friendship here, I wanted to ask you guys, what would you suggest to the locals, to the foreigners living in Finland, how, or in different parts of the world, how they can connect with each other and how can they develop their friendship, even though they come from different backgrounds? I think you guys have a great example.
Eva first.
Oh, okay. The answer of mine is really short. You just give a try. That was something that I did because I'm not the most extrovert person when it comes to making friendship. I might seem like one when I'm interacting with people, but making people, just getting to know people and making a friendship, it's a little bit different thing. So I would just say, give it an honest shot. Don't give it like, well, I tried and it didn't work out, but like give it an honest shot. So, which means that you put an effort in it, because friendship does not come without the work, as funny as it might sound. But when you're a grown up, it is much easier to forget about things and to let conflicts go, and especially in this kind of really fast forwarded world. So the friendships are not that strong as they were when you were a kid, and they don't come as naturally when you were a kid, because then you just go outside on the street and you're friends automatically already. But now when you're an older one, you have to give a proper shot for it to work.
Thanks. And I did my internship in Nice Arts, and there is a good sentence. It really impressed me. They said, don't judge, respect and encourage. I think it is a summary of relationship with different backgrounds. And I believe now different backgrounds make more rich in our lives. And yes,
I could add to this also, be brave. I know that many people say that it's not easy to make friends with Finnish people, for example. I would say it's not true. I have very good Finnish friends. Maybe you probably have to be the one who starts that, who have to approach them, because sometimes they're shy, but sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes they don't want to interfere. They are so polite that they feel like they don't want to intrude. What's the right word? Intrude your space. They don't want to be too much. And then noticed that maybe a foreigner has to be the one who starts the, like, maybe let's go for a walk, or let's go have a cup of coffee or tea, something that you, and then maybe second time they will invite you, or maybe second time you still have to be the one, and then third time they will for sure invite you somewhere. And of course, some friendship, even if you try, sometimes it doesn't, for some reason it doesn't happen, but there are always, I think, situations when you can get a friend for life. So yeah, you have to be brave.
Yes, indeed. As Eva mentioned, as an older person, and as Katja mentioned, we indeed have to be bolder, and we just have to go through that ice wall of ignorance and loneliness, and just break it through and say moika, I guess, and then carry on with the conversation and with the fun activities. Thank you guys a lot for this great conversation that we had today. And from my side, I don't have any more questions, but if you guys have any questions, please do ask. But I pass the mic to Nermin. Thank you.
Thank you. It was really great to hear the stories of you all. I was really amazed to hear such good friendships that happened in such short times and with maybe very less meetings. But I truly believe respecting each other's boundaries and cultures and accepting the people as they are is the first thing to a great friendship. So yeah, if you have any questions right now, you could ask, or if you want to add anything.
Not questions, but thanks for your gifts, and this is Eva's. It is I give.
Yeah, we tried to send gifts for all the speakers, but as the COVID time is right now, the post offices are a little bit slow, so they'll reach you by tomorrow or the day after. Please forgive us for that. I'm really glad that you like it. You're welcome, and thank you all so much for joining with us today and sharing your experiences of friendships with us. As a person who arrived newly to Finland from India, as 6 years of experience in India, and I newly arrived to Finland at the end of September. It's really great to meet such people like you who encourage the other people to push themselves and make friendships maybe they wouldn't thought would work. So I'm taking the courage from here and going to school tomorrow. Thank you so much for sharing your ideas with us. I would like to end the program here if you don't have anything to add with us right now. Thank you so much again. Hope to see you all in other different programs. Moi moi.
Thank you.
Hey.
Bye bye.
Bye.